Hello and welcome to another week of videos. Happy Thursday. In this video, I'm going to share with you my media backstory. Things I've done some many years ago. How I got my start in media. The places I've been. The people I've seen. And everything in between. So sit back and relax and enjoy these classic tales of my media past. I grew up in the 90s, but I always wanted to work in media. I always wanted to work with Oprah Winfrey. You know, this is when she had her talk show that lasted 25 years. Oh, I tell you, I wanted to work with Oprah. I wanted to be friends with Oprah. I wanted to be employed by Oprah. I still love her to this day, and I'm glad to do stuff for her network via social media, which anyone can do if you want to be an own ambassador. But professionally, I was not part of the media business until I went to broadcasting school, the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, in 2008. I was among the first class for the Columbus campus. They had campuses in Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati, but never in Columbus. That changed March 16, 2008, when the school opened up. I was part of the morning class. We would meet up from 9 to 1, 3 days a week. It taught me everything I know in media except how to be a weather person. You had to go to a special school for that. I don't know how to do that. But I know how to do stuff for radio and TV. I got trained by the best in the business, local business. People from local radio, people from local TV, people from local print. Somewhere I have early audio from things I used to have to do. I used to have to read dry copy, a dry run of copy that that you hear people do on TV and radio. Somewhere I have audio of that. Probably in storage. One day I'll release them. I interned for 3 amazing places, 2 radio stations and 1 TV. The first radio station was WBKO 1580 AM, Ohio's Progressive Talk. My first internship, my first official job in the business. My boss was named Michael. I interned for radio shows like Radio Outlook, Urban Trendsetters, Fight Back with Dr. Bob. That radio station is no longer Progressive Talk. I got fired because the Catholic Church bought it. After that, I worked for WFCO 90.9 FM, Lancaster, Ohio. I had to do stuff for sports. Sports really wasn't my thing, but I had to get the hours and I had to get the internship to graduate. I had to get the internships completed. So I did it. I also worked for a radio station, for a TV station, for a TV station called WDEM TV. I got to see firsthand how they film stuff for TV. It was amazing. It was fun. I also got to edit movies for TV. A movie I edited, Royal Wedding, Fred Astaire. 1951 classic. That was fun. I did complete the internship, and I did graduate. After I graduated, I was just a caller on TV. I was just a caller on radio shows. The Jake Pentland Show, the Roseanne and Johnny Show. I was a caller. I'd call in, leave comments. I was nervous meeting people like Roseanne Barr. I was nervous meeting people like her son Jake. I think you can hear it if you listen back to it, if you can find the audios for him. And then, me and Mark started our company, Robertson Ward New Media, in 2010. I became a guest on a radio show for the very first time on Dylan Brody's Neighbor's Couch, hosted by the great and talented Darren Staley, who I still talk to on Twitter. And I still talk to Roseanne's son Jake, too, on Twitter. And I know Roseanne, too, via cyber. Dylan Brody's Neighbor's Couch, Darren Staley. It was a great job. I was a first-time guest. That was the first time being a guest on a radio show. Loved it. Talked about my company, talked about life and media and what I hoped, the stuff I'm sharing with you now. How I got my start. And then that led to me being on other radio shows. Xandermonium, Swoop's World, The Rob and Trav Show, The Rob Saw Show. The Rob and Trav Show, I was a regular on, and till I left. The Rob Saw Show, I was the regular on too before I left. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Rob Saw didn't suffer. He was famous before he met me, and he's more famous now than ever on Ripped Radio and iTunes. So he ain't, he's on to better things. We both are. I've had my blog since I started the media company, Robertson Ward New Media. I've had my blog, robertsonwardnewmedia.blogspot.com. In the early days of the company, me and Mark wanted to do a radio show, wanted to do a YouTube show, where we would discuss current events plus cook. That home studio was small compared to this big home studio that I have now. It was a duplex back then. This is more of a home. But we had to end those videos because the home studio got flooded. So for a long time I didn't have videos. I had to depend on doing stuff on my cell phone called vlogs. And I'd hold the cell phone like this and talk. If you watch those, you can still find them. They're on this YouTube channel. The audio was not in sync for most of them, and it was very hard to do that. But this is even better because I don't have to touch it. I don't have to use my cell phone. So these are better. These are more new and improved. So yeah, I'm very happy with the company now. And the last radio show I was on was Swoop's World, and that show ended. It's amazing how many shows I've been on that's ended. I think about that. Swoop's World's gone. Dylan Brody's Neighbor's Couch is gone. But all good things must come to an end sometime. Even this will come to an end at one point. But not anytime soon, my friend. I'm with you till the end. So, that's what I did. That's how I got my start in media. That's everything I've done. And of course, now you know what I'm doing now. Dr. Phil's social media and own social media. Now, people always want to know about money in media. Well, I'm not suffering too much. We all have bills to pay. But money in general, well, that comes and goes. And no matter what, you must keep your face out there, or your voice out there, or your name out there. There will be times when you feel like you will never work again. I felt that before. But sometimes people just need to know what you need to do. And the reason I'm doing these videos so people can see how good I am on camera. So don't give up. Money may come and go, but just keep doing your work. And this is my media backstory. Join me next week join me next week when I will have more stories. This Sunday, you will see a promo. But until then, stay tuned after this video is over and look for the bonus video. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.